Hey friends, Eric here again. Today is Wednesday, July 13th, and I'm coming at ya with my week 3 post-op update. Yes, I am 3 weeks out from having vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and we'll go right to the good stuff and get that out of the way. My numbers for this week actually are, I am down 7 pounds. I had a good week this week. If you remember, last week I was only down 2, and my first week I was down 11. So now I'm bouncing back again. So I guess my body is finally getting used to the soft foods coming back in, and I'm still, eating very minimal amounts of food, so their calorie restriction is still quite high right now because I'm very careful what I eat, and my main focus is my protein intake. So therefore the weight is coming off, not to mention that I've been exercising a lot more, building up to that goal of being able to do 5 days a week and maintain that. Honestly, I haven't yet, but I push myself hard. Exercise has always been a struggle for me, so that part of weight loss is going to be my biggest challenge, and I knew that. But fortunately, as the weight is coming off, that has gotten better. So, my breathing is better, my stamina is better, my energy levels are up, and so that's all good. And I'm just gonna, try and stay motivated and focused and remember why I'm here. And the other thing too is I have the added pressure of I want to make the most of the honeymoon period, and I know that my peak weight loss is only going to happen for the first 7 to 9 months. After that, your body gets adjusted again to your smaller stomach, and your weight becomes more of a challenge to get off, just like normal. So I will share with you a non-scale victory, which is a huge, huge health victory for me. I don't think I mentioned in my last video because I went to the doctors right after I had done my week 2 post-op. So I will just tell you, I am now completely off my blood pressure medicine officially, and my primary care doctor has gone ahead and changed my medical records to show that my condition of high blood pressure is now benign. Bye-bye, high blood pressure. That's really awesome. I mean, for me, that's a huge, huge, huge personal triumph, because the primary reason for having this surgery and for making this life change at this time in my life was exactly for that reason, for the health benefits. And I knew that I needed to do something to get my health back on track before it was too late. So that is a huge accomplishment, even though I still have a long ways to go. I mean, I am far from goal. I still need to drop easily 100 pounds. So, got to stay focused and keep moving forward. The next big thing will be me being able to get off my CPAP. I've been on CPAP now for a couple of years because I have moderate obstructive sleep apnea. So I use my mask every night when I sleep, and it's been a blessing because I really struggled there for a while before I found out that I had sleep apnea. So finding that out was a good thing, actually. But I would love to be able to get off that stupid thing. So, and I say stupid with love, of course. So, one thing I will share with you too is I had another frothing incident. This time it wasn't really, it was very unexpected because it happened after eating fish. And fish so far has been very good to me, and tummy seems to like fish. except for one time last week. I had not eaten very much actually during the day. I was not very hungry, and I don't think that I ate lunch. And then around 4 or 5 o'clock, I got really hungry, and I had just some plain baked fish that I had baked in the oven. It was haddock, and I just had put I used a little coconut water and a couple of pats of butter and baked that off so the fish was nice and light and flaky. I didn't try and eat anything else with it. Had maybe 3 or 4 bites of the fish, and I knew I was full. I can tell when I get full, and it doesn't take much. And the fish went down fine, and I thought that I was fine. But again, it seems to hit me. It takes a little while for the condition to show itself and to manifest itself. And basically I was fine for 10 minutes. That full feeling wasn't starting to go down, and I started wondering what the heck was going on, and sure enough, then all of a sudden, about 10 minutes out, I get that instant wave of nausea, and my mouth starts watering like crazy, and then I knew I was in trouble. It feels like you want to burp really badly. You can feel the pressure build up in your chest, and it's just really unpleasant. This time it wasn't as painful as when I ate the chicken wing. I didn't get that intense pressure and pain feeling like with the chicken, but it was, again, enough to trigger the nauseous feeling for a second. For a split second I feel like I'm going to throw up, and then that seems to go away really quick, and then all of a sudden I get that lump right here. And it's just like, oh geez. So I get that lump, and my mouth starts watering like crazy, my nose starts running, and then I have to sit at the sink, and my mouth is salivating so much that I have to keep swallowing, but the sleeve is full. So that's where the frothing comes in. You can't swallow anything else. Nothing. So even that saliva doesn't stay down, which is the clear liquid that comes back up. I get like a mouthful of it, and I'm sorry if that's gross or TMI, but I think it's important, especially for people who are newbies, to know some of the things that you're going to run into, because I know I appreciated that. There's been no surprises for me thanks to me watching, thanks to other people providing this information, on their videos and stuff. So I know it's kind of gross, but it's life, and it's definitely something that happens to people, that have weight loss surgery. So that's the truth. I've had my second bout of the frothing, but luckily it goes away after about 15 or 20 minutes. It just takes a little while, and I guess it depends on the food item that you eat. The fish, like I said, didn't cause as much pain and was quicker to digest than that piece of chicken that set me off the first time, and that was really, really, really painful. So, kind of asked around some of the groups. I'm not sure if any of you are in the weight loss surgery group on Facebook, but I'm in a Facebook group. It's a private group, and I think I provided the link once before in one of my videos, but if you need it again, just shoot me an email. I'll give you the link. Just tell them that you found out about the group through me. Send a request, and you'll be able to get in the group. And some of the people that are there are from our YouTube community that you might already know, and then a lot of them aren't. And so it's kind of a nice group to be in if you're into the Facebook world, because it gives you a little bit of additional information. There are a couple of really great people on there. One of them, at least a couple of them, are also in the medical field as nurses or something like that, and have a world of knowledge about weight loss surgery and just weight loss, and especially there's one person who seems to be an expert on vitamins and stuff. But anyways, so my point is, I asked around, and basically they told me that there's 2 rules that all weight loss surgery people should be following. And rule number 1 is vitamins. It's very important to be taking your vitamins properly and, consistently, which has not been a problem for me. Luckily, I can say that I haven't had any issues swallowing pills. I got a lot of my vitamins at first in liquid form, thinking that I was going to need that, but I have found that actually taking a handful of pills with just a minimal amount of water is not a problem. I never had a problem taking pills before, so it was just a matter of whether or not they fit right in my new sleeve. So, trial and error, and I can probably take 5 or 6 pills easily, without any issues at all. So, the vitamins I got down, but the number 2 rule in weight loss surgery is weighing your portions, weighing and measuring your portions, and that is something that I totally skipped in the beginning. And the funny thing is, I went out and bought myself a food scale, and I bought myself 3-ounce containers so that I could measure my food, but I thought that, from experience, as I was eating, that I would be able to tell when I was full and just use that as a gauge. The problem is, it was explained to me, is sometimes you can overeat, and then sometimes you can undereat, and you're not getting enough protein because you're not measuring. So I guess it's a good guide to go ahead and start measuring. So I went ahead and put the battery into my digital food scale that I got a couple of days ago, and unfortunately it's not working, so I may have gotten a bad scale, so I got to get that exchanged right away so that I can start weighing and measuring my food. So, while we're on the topic of food, that kind of segues into something else I wanted to talk about. And I just wanted to share with you guys real quick some of the food items that I've eaten over the past couple weeks post-op that I've done really well on. So again, I'm 3 weeks out from having vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and some of the food items that I've been able to tolerate and eat very well so far, of course in very limited portions, but just wanted to share those with you. So one is, I tried my first salad. It was just basically a basic thrown together homemade chef salad, and it had lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, and I used a little splash of Italian dressing, light Italian dressing. And I ate, a few bites of that, and everything sat really well. So I was told that lettuce and tomato were the only raw vegetables that I should be trying right now. I figured cucumbers were also really soft and, really moist, so I would go ahead and try those, and I did. I've had a little raw onion. That was also fine. Again, these are all vegetables that are fairly water-based. After you chew them up, they pretty much liquefy. So green pepper, onion, tomato, cucumber, lettuce, all of those types of things. I would in no way be ready to eat anything like snap peas or carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, or any raw vegetables of that nature. But so far, basic salads stuff has gone down really well. Fish, I did have an incident of frothing with fish, but I think I might have eaten it a little bit too fast, or maybe it was because I had not eaten enough during the day that day. I'm not sure. The way that it was explained to me as far as that goes is that you're going to have some days that are good. You'll be able to eat, a food item that normally wouldn't bother you, and the next time it could bother you. And again, it could have been that I overate a little bit, enough just to trigger. I mean, that's how it feels when it happens. It feels like, you can't even get the littlest bit of saliva down after, because everything seems to be sitting right there. But So I've tried fish, shrimp, some shredded pork, which was in a wrap with melted cheese. It was a shredded pork pulled pork barbecue wrap that my brother had actually gotten one time when we had gone out to eat, and I tried a couple bites of it, and it was really good with the barbecue sauce and the pork being shredded. Chew that up really good. The wrap had minimal amount of breading. That went down, excellently. So that was really good. I've done ground beef. I seem to do okay with that. So I'm assuming that ground turkey should be the same, which I'm going to try and incorporate some more ground turkey. I recently went and bought some more. So higher protein content. So ground meats seem to be doing okay. Tuna fish, excellent. I've tried it without dressing, just eating it plain with a little lemon juice on top, which I love. I've tried it with a little bit of light ranch, which I like to use instead of mayonnaise on occasion. Kind of gives it a kicked up flavor. And obviously light mayonnaise too. And so tuna salad. I also had chicken noodle soup. My mom actually had made some homemade chicken noodle soup, which was fantastic. Love mom's soups. But chicken noodle soup went down great. Ate some of the noodles. The carrots, obviously, they've been sitting there boiling, and some chopped up celery, onions, that sort of thing. In the soup, absolutely fine. No problem eating carrots when they're cooked. They mush up nicely and go down nice. So I can't eat a lot of it, obviously. The most I ever eat of anything anymore is, about 5 bites. I'm lucky if I get anywhere between 3 to 5 bites in, and that's smaller than normal bites for me, because I've been using a baby spoon when I eat, I was doing that in the beginning just as something kind of fun and different, and also just so that I could get used to, it forced me into taking those smaller bites and then chewing them well and swallowing and, really just being gentle with the new sleeve. So those are pretty much my foods that I've tried. I can't say that I've had any bad reactions other than, like what I mentioned to you before. So far my food progression has gone really well. And another thing while we're on the food topic is I just want to remind everybody, I update my food and recipes folder a lot throughout the week. Different people in the community post their favorite recipes, and I subscribe to a couple of food channels. And I recommend that, if you're interested in recipes, and these are all focusing on protein, obviously. So there's desserts and entrees, salads, soups. It runs the whole gamut. So check out my folder, Foods and Recipes. It's on my page. Please feel free to, add those to your favorites, set up your own folder, whatever. I put them there to share with the community, with all my friends here, so that, we have good, healthy choices to turn to. And now that I'm, progressing my diet, I plan on also contributing on occasion. I'm anxious to try and come up with some stuff myself, and also some of these recipes that I've seen online, I want to try making some changes to and incorporating some different ingredients, and then I will go ahead and share those recipes with you. So when I get to that point, you'll see I'll probably do, some food, some cooking demos, or at least sharing recipes with you probably sometime really soon. So lastly, I just wanted to talk about, we're talking about community and everything too. There is a group for all of you sleeve folks out there, you vertical sleeve peeps. There is a blogging site for vertical sleeve patients called verticalsleevetalk.com. And I know Meggie who is Meggie Price on YouTube here, she is a member, and I'm not sure who else specifically yet, but just wanted to put it out there that I'm a member of that group. If you want to add me, please go ahead and feel free to add me. I use the same screen name on verticalsleevetalk.com as I do here, so it's not so plump. I recommend that if you're a sleeve patient or just want to know more about the sleeve, you go ahead and join that group on verticalsleeve.com. It's kind of like a private blogging website. And people share their stories and information and everything pertaining to the sleeve. So it's a really, really, really great resource out there for all of us sleeve folks. So I will wrap up with that, and this has been my week 3 update. I hope that everybody else out there is having a successful week and doing really great on your journeys. I've been watching you and following you, and you guys are just all amazing. Everybody's been doing so well, and I'm just so glad to be a part of all of this now and to finally be on the loser's bench. So, yeah, week 3, just kind of reflecting back over it all, you know, it's frustrating because you have weeks where the weight comes off really slow, comes off really fast, you know, and then you have in between. I guess I'm sort of having an in-between week. But looking back, you know, averaging this out, I'm now down 20 pounds in 21 days. So I'm 21 days out, I've lost 20 pounds just since surgery. So you can see already I lost 61 pounds prior to surgery. So that puts me now at a total of over 80 pounds now that I've lost since January when I started my journey officially, and at my highest weight. So I'm really, really pleased. I mean, just the health benefits and the way that I feel are just so, it just makes this worth it, you know, and it just makes me wonder why I let myself go, you know, for so long. But stick with it because it's worth it. And yeah, it's just the greatest feeling to just know that you've improved your life in such a dramatic way. So you all take care. Everybody have a safe weekend, and I will talk to you all again soon. Bye.